There you are, my lovely sewing friends. How are you this evening on this lovely Tuesday night? Let's just join our TikTok friends, shall we? Then we're going to get on with some lovely sewing tonight. Hold on a minute. Hello, Tiana. Hello, my lovely TikTok friends. How are you this evening? Let me just mirror my view, and then you will be able to see it. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's a tiny, tiny button to press on that one. It's very, very difficult. Hello, Rosie. How are you? Hope you're good. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Well, my plan is I'm going to sew a few more of these on right now. And then, hello, Manuela. Hello, Casey. Welcome to you. And then I'm going to do some labels for 2 of my quilts tonight. And probably a little bit more crazy patchwork and some more of our sashes. A few little bits and bobs to do, really, just to, you know, have a good little sewing evening. But first of all, we need to thread a needle up. So how's your day been, Tiana? How has your Tuesday been? I said Tuesday. We won't go out Tuesday. It's Monday. Why does it even feel like a Tuesday? Honestly, because I sew every single day feels like the same. Apart from Christmas, of course, because obviously Christmas, you have Christmas dinner, so it's slightly different. But hello, Cassie, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Hope you are good. So I've had a really, really, really busy day. And do you know what? I just put my laptop away about 10 minutes ago. I've literally been on it all day doing emails and spreadsheets and phone calls and organising loads and loads of things. And I've created a whole new group, which is really, really exciting. It's ready for our quilt show. All of our volunteers. I've created a whole little thing for them so they can chat in the lead up to the show, because we are only 8 weeks off it. Hello, Dino. Welcome to you. And so yeah, because I need to talk to them about the jobs that I've put them in. I've had chats with them anyway, so they all kind of know what they're doing. But you know, there's a few little final details. Of course, there's going to be a few things in the run up to the show anyway to discuss. So that is very, very exciting. Why is this doing this? This is mashing up. Don't need that to be mashing up. Just realised my TV is a bit too loud. Let's just turn that down. We don't want that going on in the background. So hope you are well. So if you're just joining me now and you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel and I am the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. And I'm just doing my usual evening sewing event. So like, here comes Tango. Hello, Tango. How are you? Hello, Monica. Welcome to you. So I'm going to stitch on another one of these stars. And then I do have those labels to do. So I did actually work out the wording that I was going to put on the label. So there's 2 quilts. You're back. Just like every day. That's amazing, Tango. Hello, Chloe. How are you? So yes, I'm going to be showing a couple of my quilts tonight, Tango, that I've got to do some labels on, because it's really, really important to label your quilts. I mean, I probably should do like a label on this jacket, really, just to say about when I put these bits of patchwork on it. But you know, maybe at some point. But yeah, so I've got a few little jobs to do tonight. We'll just see how it goes. But if you've got any questions you want to ask, then please do. Please ask. If you've got any sewing related questions or anything about us, then ask. So yes, so one thing that I've been working on today is when we go to Sewing for Pleasure next year in March. So we went there this year and we sponsored the Proud Lounge, which is a wonderful, wonderful space, a really inclusive community space. And so I'm going to be there with my team in March next year. And I've got quite a lot of work to do on that, just organising what we're going to be doing and where. And I'm thinking, so this year, all we did really this year was we did demos of, well, Siddy quilting, SIDDI quilting. So we did that. Hello, Sally. Hello, Anik. Welcome to you. And so we did demos of that. And so we're going to be doing quite a few more things actually next year. So we're going to do some appliqué quilting, some Siddy quilting, some crazy quilting. What was the other thing I thought of doing? What was it? There was one more thing. I can't remember now. Lots of lovely quilting, basically. And so anyway, that's what I've been thinking about today and been looking at that. But I'm really going to be working hard on that when our quilt show is over in September, because that's not till March next year. But it was something that I had to do long emails on today. Hello, Sally. Thank you so much for following me. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Granny. Hope you are good. What have you been up to on this lovely Monday? I mean, the weather's been quite good today, hasn't it? It's been good for you, Tiana. I went over the other side of the water. I know you're not that far from us, but it's been okay here actually. It hasn't been too hot, I think. I mean, it hasn't been like sweltering like it was before. I think maybe as well that because we are getting used to this heat, now it's not back to normal. We're like, oh, okay, this is not too bad. This is not too bad. So yeah, that is basically where I am today, really. And hello, Ruth. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I am sewing a star onto my jacket, which is there. I'm trying not to show too close because I don't want TikTok to get eggy about it, because it does like to. And we don't want to have to keep starting again. It's exhausting. We have to do that. So, but hopefully it will be good. Hopefully on a Monday it will be absolutely fine. So yeah. So with this, what I'm going to be doing is embroidering up some stems, because I'm thinking it looks like flowers. Okay, I think it looks like flowers. So I've put these on. These are a diamond shape that I've created into a big like flower shape, as you can see here. Hello, Amy. How are you? Hello, S. How are you? And what I'm doing is on this. So this side, I'm not feeling where this bit is, so I can actually stitch it through the back on the other side. So what I'm doing is, because I can feel it there, I'm like stitching down this side, down to, oh, in fact, we've gone the other way. That's not a problem. We're going that way. I just thought we were going left, and actually no, we're going right. Hello, Nori, welcome to you. Hello, Jessie. Hope you are good. So yes, I'm just going to keep on stitching this through, and then we'll do some labels once a few more people have come in. I'm going to program my machine to do some labels, and then I'm going to put them on the quilts. I'll show you my quilts actually in a bit, because I've got them sitting here right here next to me. And you managed to get a few more squares in your quilt. Not as long as taking long as recovery from your operation still, but we push on. We absolutely do. We do indeed, Tango. Yes, we do. Once I've stitched on this one, I will show you my so I've actually got my very first quilt, so I've never labeled it, and really I should have done it a long time ago, but I'm ploughing through all the quilts that I've got and labeling all those. And hello, Sue Ellen, welcome to you. Yes, Sue Ellen. I think it was Ellen, but it's Ellen. And then I've got also a city quilted quilt that I've got. That one definitely needs a label. So I've prepared what I want to put on it, and we will program the letter in. Now I decided to do it on blue fabric, because the best thing really with labels is to make sure it really stands out. So sometimes I change the cotton, and I might do, say, like a pink label with like a purple writing or black writing, something like that. But I'm actually going to be doing a blue label with a white writing. Hello, Holly, welcome to you. Hello, Debbie, welcome to you. Hope you're good. Yeah, so I'll be really pleased when that's done, actually, because they were made quite a while ago. You will know this when I start doing the labels in a bit, that those quilts were made a while ago. And so yeah, they definitely need labels. I've got a whole pile of them actually sitting next to me to do, which I'm going to do over the next couple of days. Let's just pop that over there. And so I've gone through all my scraps again. You know, we were doing scrappy quilting last night. Hello, Glenda. Hello, Glenda. Hello, Holly. Welcome to you. Hello, call me Joy. I love that. Hello, Joy. So yes, you know, we were doing the scrappy quilts. No, the scrappy backdrop, weren't we, last night? Well, we might do a bit more on that. We'll just have to see how tonight goes. And I'll turn my aircon off, actually, because it was just... it was giving me a headache. It was giving me a headache. I was just thinking, I don't know why I thought it was Tuesday. Maybe I was hoping because football will be on tomorrow, but it's not. It's on Wednesday. I wonder what's going to happen. Do you reckon they're going to get through to the final? I don't know. Anyway, so if you're just joining me now and you want to know what I'm doing, I'm sewing these stars onto my jacket, and I'm just trying to work out where am I even? I'm there. That's right. And if you want to ask any questions, please do. If you've got any sewing related questions, please ask. I'm just looking at my cat to see what she's up to. She's up to no good. But Jin, what are you up to? Jinxy cat. Hello, Holly. Hello, Gail. Welcome to you. Welcome. So if you're watching on any of our other social media platforms, if you are over on YouTube or any of the others, please do say hello, because I can see the comments. Oh, I just realised the comments are not on the stage. Hold on a minute. Let me put them up. Oh, no. Let me try that again. There you go. I just realised that little button was not pressed. Yeah, so so if you've got any questions, so many questions you want to ask, please do. How's your dog doing, Tiana? Is your dog doing okay, your doggy? They are indeed. Yes, they are, Tango. Absolutely. There's a bit of a story about these actually, because I used to have a really, really, really lovely purple pair, okay? These lovely purple pair of these. And then I went to, last year, I went to Arizona and I flew out to Sky Harbor in Phoenix. And I flew out, oh, hang on, that's come on. And I flew out with them in my my sewing box and they were absolutely fine. Anyway, flying back from Sky Harbor back to Heathrow, I got stopped going through customs with these. Okay, these things, I got stopped. And the lady's like, you can't take those on the plane. And I said, well, I was able to fly out with them from Heathrow coming out to here. And she said, no, you can't. And then she said, you can't do that because you could cause an issue with them on the plane. And I said, well, obviously I wouldn't because they're just for my sewing. And she said, but you could unscrew it and use that. And I said, I don't have a screwdriver on me. Anyway, she do you have nothing for selling? I'll have to look at that again, use a lot of numbers. Anyway, so she took it off me and then she destroyed them and I was really, really sad. I was like, no. And she said, well, you can get another pair. And I said, no, you can't because they don't sell them in purple anymore. So anyway, I'm quite sad about it, really, Tango, that they only now come. You can't get me in purple. If I ever find a purple pair again, I'll be over the moon. I keep seeing on ones advertised. I've never tried them, Tango. Never ever tried them. However, I do know some people that had them when I went to sewing retreats, and they're quite heavy from what I can work out. I do think they are potentially more dressmaking than quilting, and so. Yeah, but I've never tried them. I've never even seen them anywhere. You know, like when you go to quilt shows and stuff like that, I've never ever seen them. I only ever see them advertised. So I don't know. But they're quits. They're a bit of a considered purchase, aren't they? Sorry, user with no loads of numbers. You're gonna have to ask me the question again. It's disappeared. All I can see is please. Hello, Bonnie. Welcome to you. Hello, Jackie. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Hello, Rowena. Welcome to you. Did you say something about quilting? I can't remember. Hello, lazy little cat. Yeah, so if you have any questions about sewing, you want to, hello, Sarah Nesbitt. How are you? Hope you are good. I'm finally, I don't think you were here last night. I'm finally getting to sew the diamonds on the back of my jacket. Do you remember this? This is what I'm sewing these on. And then we're going to do some labels for my quilts. Hello, Patty. Welcome. Hope you're good. How have you been, Sarah? Is it all good with you? Did you have a nice weekend? Another week is gloriously upon us, isn't it? So if you're watching on any of my other social media platforms, we are streaming to quite a few now. We are now streamed to 8 in one hit, which is very, very exciting. And if you're on TikTok, you want to share my live, please do. Thank you so much for liking it as well. And if you're on any others like YouTube or any of the others, I can see the comments. So if you've got any questions, then ask. And if I can answer it, then I definitely will. Hibernating from the sun. Tell me about it, Sarah. Honestly. I'm absolutely not a sun worshipper by no means. I saw a good friend of mine yesterday and she is really, really brown from being out in the sun. I'm like, ooh, no way, absolutely no way. No, I'd rather stay in with my aircon on. That's what I'm doing. And I mean, I don't mind going out if it's shady and it's a bit cool, but no. Probably because I'm a winter baby. It's probably what it is. It's probably why I don't like the sun. Hello, Claire. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Hello, Carly. How are you? Hope you are well on this lovely Monday evening. So yeah, at least it's a bit cooler today. Here comes. Oh, I was about to say here comes my Jinxy cat. I heard her making a noise and then she disappeared. This cotton is absolutely mashing up. I have no idea what it is. Why are you doing that? Any that on refit skin. I know. Yeah, me too. Me too, Sarah. Look. I do not know. It's even if I put loads of sun cream on me, I will still end up being really, really burnt. I mean, do you remember the other week when I went to that the 80th birthday party. We sat out in the garden. I was only out in the garden for like an hour, and I got really sunburnt. It was just too much. Well, my face got sunburnt because I have my sunglasses on. But no, I mean, we're going to go to my daughter and I are going to go to the cinema at the end of the week, and we were like literally looking at the weather forecast to see, okay, what is the coolest day to go out in this week, because we don't want to go out. We don't want to go out if it's too hot. Right, let me just do this one. Hello, Nikki, welcome to you. So yeah, so if you ask a question, if I don't answer it, then just pop it up again, because on the TikTok screen it does move quite fast and I can't see Kemper goes when he goes as more of a tan. They know you will ever have it. That's really funny, Sarah. Really, really funny. Casper. I did wonder, I just assumed maybe there's like some kind of new children's program that I've missed out on. That's what I was just thinking. I think, no, it must be some I've never missed out on. So that one is now stitched on. Let's do this, because if I can get these done, then all I've then got to do is just the shoulders. The shoulders are looking pretty cute. I absolutely do love those. And it does look good, doesn't it? Once it's stitched on, it has actually quite good. So I'm hoping this does not get mashed up again. Hello, Galina. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. So I am. So if you're just joining now, wondering what I'm doing, I am sewing the. I'm going to call them flowers because I think they look like flowers, and I was intending on looking like flowers. And the shoulders are reminding of dinosaurs. I mean, I think it. Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, because of like the. I love that. As in the little spiky things. What dinosaur is it? I'm trying to think. Is it a... I'm trying to think of that dinosaur film. Anyway, but yeah, it does, doesn't it? No, you're absolutely right. It does look like that. And it's going to kind of stick out there. It's quite nice, this jacket, because it's got like this bit here. So if I can get that one stitched on, then we can... We'll see what the time is, and then we might do the other one, we might not. And then for time... Yeah, yeah, no, yes and no, Sarah. The one I was thinking about, you know, the one, the other one, the film that's had loads and loads of films. Maybe I shouldn't say, because you don't want to get stunned by TikTok. That's the one, Sarah, that one. I'm trying to think of that. And when you see that big field where they're all in and they're walking past, and then they've got the spiky bits. we need a dinosaur expert, don't we? I've now turned myself into a whole new dinosaur. I've just realised I think I know why this is getting mashed. Let me turn the fan the other way, because the fan is catching it every time I'm trying to thread it. Hello, Lottie. You are... That was not nice to you. Oh, that's not good, is it, Lottie? Oh, Stegosaurus. Yeah, I'll take that. We'll take that, Sarah. We will definitely take that. That's really, really sad. Just don't react to it, Lottie. Just let them do them, and you can do you. That's what I always say. Just get on, get on, get on. But apart from that, Lottie, how is it been? Just how's your cats? And are you getting looking forward to the football? I mean, this is a tiny bit tricky because you're kind of stitching it in like a position that shouldn't be stitched on. If that's how you spell it. Who knows, Sarah, but I knew exactly what you meant. just type it as it sounds, then that is absolutely fine, isn't it? Hello, Lucy. How are you this evening? Hope you are good. Looks like that is a sunset on your little TikTok name. Hopefully I'm right there. I think we had a sunset last night on my TikTok game that I had to fulfill, which was quite funny. Hello, Barbara. Welcome to you. Yeah, so if you're watching over other social media platforms like over on YouTube or anything else, and you don't need to see all the comments, that's because you can't, because there's another... I have a second screen which has all the TikTokers on it, and sadly we can't amalgamate it into one, as much as we have tried. Hello, Pamela. So what have you been up to lately, Sarah? You been doing any sewing or any kind of activities? I know we are fast approaching school holidays, aren't we? I do feel sorry for you guys, with those kiddos about to be off for, what is it, like 7 weeks or something? And then my good friend Danny said that Joshua was going to be off for 7 weeks. It's like, woo, it's a long old time. A long old time. Keep them occupied. It'll probably rain, won't it? And making cards. You got a craft thing coming up. Do you do many of those then, Sarah? And how do you find them? There was one a long, long time ago. I did with a friend, and it was before I did this, and it was so bad, really bad, and she just wanted to go home. So yes, we kind of made our excuses and left halfway through. It was quite funny. But yeah, but sometimes you can get good ones. You know, I think it is, a lot of it is down to the advertising and down to the organisers as well. They're a bit hit and miss. Yeah, that's the thing. But I suppose, so when I used to have that, when I did, you have to cheer up a bit. It's Lottie. Well, we're trying to cheer you up tonight, Lottie. That's what we're trying to do. Just do some colouring. How about do some colouring, Lottie? I know you like doing colouring. Do some colouring. I mean, I think, yeah, the thing is with craft fairs. So when I used to do wedding ones, I always used to think, well, you know, if it was really, really bad, as long as I got something out of it, like, i.e., I made a new friend, or, you know, you got chatting to like the stand that was next to you, or you make a good connection. That's what I think. If you make a good connection while you're there, then it's worth it all. It's worth all the setup and the breaking down. And you know, I absolutely loved it when people would come along and go, yeah, it's true, isn't it, Tango? Absolutely true. And I could tell you loads of stories about wedding ones that I've done, and how awful they were, but equally how great they were. And I thought, but I was scared, but I have to have my book that cheered me up. That's good, Lottie. That's good. Concentrate on your book, do a bit colouring. Do something creative to keep your mind off it. That's what always helps. Do something for your well-being, make yourself happy. That's what we have to do in life, don't we? And we have things that we come across at night, you kind of tries to knock you. I'm nearly there. This probably looks like I'm doing nothing, but I can actually feel it on the back. So this is what I'm following. So I'm feeling there. So if you're just joining now and wondering what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. I'm sewing the diamonds onto the back of my jacket, and I'm feeling this bit, but on this side, so that I can stitch through it. So I'm literally like stitching through the back of the jacket through to where the diamond is on the front, and then yeah, literally just doing it like that. And you can't see, but there is white on white, so I say you can't really see that much, but it's going to be good. I'm really, really excited when this is going to get finished, and then I just want the winter to come. Then you can't wait for the winter. So that's exactly what I was saying, Tango. I literally am waiting for the winter to wear it. I actually can't wait. No, you're right. I do have a second one which has the butterfly on the back, but I've worn that quite a few times now, so I kind of want a bit of a change. I mean, I probably still wear that. Will wear the butterfly one, but I'm going to do this one. And wish you a happy life. Thank you very much to the person over on YouTube. I'm sorry that I cannot read your name. If you want to tell me what your name is, that's very, very kind. It's always great to be wished a happy life. The Hub Prince. Oh, the Hub. Oh. Do you read a lot then, Lottie? You have like a whole pile of books that you like reading. Hello, Lynn. How are you? Are you good? Hope you're well on this Monday evening. So what are we up to today? What are we up to today? We're up to tomorrow. So for me, tomorrow, I think I'm nearly going to finalise my Mohammed. Hello, Mohammed. Lovely to have met you. Or lovely to meet you. Where are you from, Mohammed? Are you all coming down a bit? Good. I'm glad you are, Lottie. I'm absolutely glad you are. Don't let them get you down. Just like I said, you do you and they do them. Hello, Nessie. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. And anyway, so yes, I think I'm nearly there on my spreadsheets because I need to start thinking about my next newsletter. So our newsletter went out today. So if you're signed up for our membership, our membership is completely free. You can sign up to that on our website. Just click on the join button. And I so new our quilt show newsletter went out today. So now I'm going to start working on the next one, the official one, which comes out on the 1st of August. So it means it takes a little bit of time to do that. But I've got my daughter's birthday next week as well. So we're going to be having a few days off. And I don't want to be doing anything on those days. Right, let's see how this one's come on. That one looks really, really good. I can unpin that one. And then do you know what? We just get the last one done, because then that way all three are done, aren't they? And then all we've got to do tomorrow night is do the sleeves, and then we can start working out the embroidery bits, because I'm going to do vines. I've got to do quite thick. Hello, Greenland quilter. Are you from Greenland, Katie? I hope you are. Nice to meet you. Hope you're good. One was running at home tonight. She said, "Don't get upset. She don't work." Don't worry, absolutely. Oh, that's really, really nice, Lottie, that your manager's rang you tonight. That goes a long way, doesn't it? Don't you think that does? That goes an absolute long way. When people ring up and go, "Is everything all right? Are you good?" You know, because sometimes you can send a message, but you know, when you get an actual phone call, I think that goes a long way. Have a little discussion about things. Anyway, so yeah, so we'll do. I'm gonna stitch this one. Just check what is it. Ah, no, you missed it. Well, you missed the newsletter. Please read it, Tango. Please read it. And come to our quilt show as well. Come to our quilt show. There's a lot of work that goes into that. Honestly, believe me, there really, really is. Anyway, so yeah, so that went out today, and I think I'm there on my volunteers, on my spreadsheets, my volunteers, and I'm going to be finalising that tomorrow. I've kind of done it, but you know what it's like. You finish it, and then you think, do I need to work a bit more on it, or have I done enough on it? That's the thing. You really, really tempted to come, even if I just pick your brain, just come and pick my brain, Tango. So there is going. So basically, there's going to be a whole schedule, okay, coming out of where I will be and when. Do not worry. And then you'll be able to see me. I'm actually doing demos as well on both days. I'm going to be doing city quilting demos and Japanese sashiko stitching demos on both days. And there's various other bits and bobs as well. I'm going to be doing some interviews and we are actually going to, I might go 2 days instead of farm. I'm actually going to be, we are going to live stream it as well. But yeah, please do come along. It's going to be so great. So I think tomorrow I can probably finalise my spreadsheets for my my volunteers. So if you wonder what we're talking about, if you're just joining now, you wonder what we're talking about, I'm talking about our quilt show. So we're having our own quilt show in September, on the 5th and 6th of September at the Brighton Racecourse, which is in the UK. And your first time visiting my channel. Ah, thank you, Greenland Quilter. Hope you are hope you enjoy it. I've got lots of lovely videos. So if you think I'm on another screen as well, so I'm actually on TikTok at the same time. So I have 2 screens to basically look at and to chat to people, which is good fun. And I'm just chatting about our quilt show that we're having in September. I'd love you to come from Greenland. It's a long way to come from Greenland. Hello, Grandma for life. I love that. So yeah. So I think tomorrow I can finalise that. Once I've finalised my volunteers' jobs, I can then do my own, you see, and then I know what I'm doing. And then I think we're good to go. And then I can start creating the banners and everything else, so you know where I will be and when. And you can come up and have a chat to me. And it'll be really, really nice, because I'm not going to be like doing things all day. I'm going to be floating around. So you're going to have to put me in a different place. So, oh, thrift farm. Ah, what is thrift farm, Lottie? Let me know what that is. Is there anyone in the chat? There is a few people. Katie, there is Mohammed, and there is Tiana. They're in the chat, but also in the TikTok chat, there's quite a lot of people in the TikTok chat, because unfortunately we can't integrate both of them together. So that's why I have two lots of chats, which is fun. It's great fun. So it might look that I'm not like I'm not doing anything, but what I'm doing is I'm actually stitching this. There you go. Tiana said hello. I'm stitching these onto the back of my jacket, and when I finish it, I'm going to do like vines going up to it. And then I will wear it in the winter. That is the plan. That is the plan. So I have got a skirt I'm going to make as well. Because you remember when I went to up north, I call it up north, and I went to where do we go? I went up to Mostyn and to a place up there. So I've got that patchwork fabric. So I do want to make a skirt out of that. I've got that here actually to do, but we're going to do something. When I finish this one, we're going to do something different. We might do a label first. That's the first thing. Hello, Kaylee. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. We'll do a label on my quilts. I'm going to get 2 of my quilts out in a bit. I've just got this bit to finish, and then we will do that. Hello, Ash. Welcome, welcome. So what kind of quilts do you like making, Katie? Greenland, Katie. And what is the weather like up there at the moment? And also, what time of the day is it up there at the moment? That's what I'm really interested to know. So here we are on, we've just got 8 o'clock here on the south coast of the UK. So I'm from Brighton, which is just down from London. And if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel, and I am the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. And I'm usually live in the evenings, depending on what I'm doing, because I do travel a lot to film for my YouTube channel. So if I'm not traveling or in meetings or in emails, then I am live streaming. So this week I will be on every single night this week. That is the plan. Next week might slightly change next week, but I will be on most evenings. I've got quite a few things I've got to do. I've still got to carry on working on Alex Hellawell's ghost quilt. Got to do that. Got to keep cracking on with my scrappy backdrop thing for my office. What else I've got to see? My skirt, my sashes. Oh my goodness, there was a lot. There's a lot to do. But I do want to get the labels on my quilts, that's for sure. So we're just going to get around this, and then I will show you. I will show you my quilt. Because actually, so one of them is a city quilt. And Tango, if you do come to our quilt show and you come and watch me do my demos, then this is what you're going to learn how to do. It'd be really nice if you could come. Really nice. You have to come and tell me, because obviously I won't, I don't know what you look like. So you can say, this is who I am on TikTok. I'll be like, ah. It'd be so great. So if you read the newsletter, so we are doing goodie bags for the first 50 people in the queue on the Saturday and first 50 on the Sunday. And those are our amazing tote bags that we've had printed by Printfab. And if you remember, no, I have to put on my mask. So you know it's Tango. I love that. I love that. Will it be Tango colour then? Is that what it'll be? Yeah, so if you saw my little short that I put up when I went to Printfab and we had that fabric printed for our tote bags, well, that is what you're going to get if you are in the queue for the first 50. So we're going to be doing those fairly soon. Actually, it's going to be an exciting day. So I've got it's black and orange. Love that. I will look out. If I see someone in a mask, in a black and orange mask, I'll be like, I know who that is. That would be funny. Right, I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. Look. So I've got one little tiny bit to go, I think. And then we'll have a look at what it looks like on the back. It's coming along nicely. So then I've only got sleeves to do, and then not just the sleeves, I've got the shoulders to do. No, the dinosaur shoulders. I'm going to call them here comes my cat. This is Jinxy cat. Come on, Jins. She's going to walk on past. Sometimes, do you want to sit here, my fluff ball? You can, but I need my notebook to start, and I need the fabric. So you can't have that, you can't have that. There we go. Meow. You have a Jin? She does like sitting there when I'm sewing and watching me, don't you, my fluff? Yes, you do. Right, let's see what it looks like. Oh my goodness me, that didn't get put in the pot, did it? I wouldn't even bother Jin trying to get hold of that. There we go. So there's those 3. That's you've not seen my cat, Sarah. This is one of them. This is Jinxy cat. I've got 3. I got 3 cats. Sometimes they're about, sometimes they're not. Tonight, she is. Thank you, my fluff. She's very old. She's 16 is our Jinxy cat. That's how old she is. But she's a little monkey, aren't you, my fluff? You imagine? Meow. Meow. She likes to talk to you. Oh, you've seen Mimi and Bailey. Oh, so you've never seen Jinxy. She's my old baby. She's the OG cat. That's who she is. She's the OG cat. There you go. Look, they are all stitched on. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put it away quickly for TikTok. It's eggy. I can show the YouTubers. You've never seen her. Oh, so she's a Siberian as well. So you've seen Bailey. Here comes Jinxy. Come on. Let's say hello. Say hello, Jinxy. So you've seen Bailey. So Jinxy and Bailey came from the same breeder. And Jinxy, she's 16 and Bailey's 6. But Mimi Cat came from a different breeder, but she's still a Siberian. I need my fluff. Although she's getting old now. You gonna go? Do you wanna go and see? No, you're gonna go. Where are you gonna go? Because you can't stay there. You cannot stay there. She's gonna have to get buffed in a minute. She's gonna have to go. She tried to, she obviously loves to sit on a quilt. Right. Okay, so here's one of my quilts. So this is one that I want to, she's cute, isn't she, Barb? This is one that I want to put a label on, okay? So this is a city quilted quilt. Although Jinx is going to have to be moved. She's not going to like it when we do that. Ah, Tiana's saying hello to Jinxy Cat. Let me just get some of my tea. Hello, Gracie. How are you? I hope you're good. Yeah, so she's going to need to be moved in a minute because we need to do some sewing on there. And that's not going to be good. Sorry, so this is my city quilted. So this is what I'm going to be demoing at our quilt show because I absolutely love doing this. Absolutely. This is a really, really, really big quilt. It's got 16 blocks. So that technically is one block and it's got 16 blocks and so that is the back of it. And I usually I'll answer that in a minute, Barb. Hello, Paula. I usually put a fabric on the back of it to cover it, but because I teach this a lot, I go to a lot of quilters and I teach this a lot, I take it so they can see the back of it. And so this is all made using scrap fabric. So you know how we did the scrappy quilt scrappy patchwork last night with the sewing machine? This is all hand stitched using embroidery cotton. And so I do need a label on it because there is no label, which is a little bit naughty because I need a label on it. So I do have a label prepared to do, which I'm going to do on the sewing machine, and then we will stitch it onto there. That's it. Yeah, Sarah's right. She is a Siberian, so she is a non-allergic cat. So Siberians are non-allergic. My husband's really, really allergic, and I might have to. I'll tell you what I can do. I have a plan. I have a very good plan. If I move this over here, and then I can move her over. I've moved her away, and then she's not near the sewing machine. She's over there. You're staying there, my Jinx. So yeah, so I had a Persian for 17 years. Oh, kitty train. Definitely is, Sarah, most definitely. Hello, Jackie, how are you? So yes, without a doubt. So she's a Siberian cat. Siberian cats are non-allergic because my husband's allergic, and it's all to do with their enzymes. So when they lick their fur, that's what makes people allergic. It's nothing to do with the fur. And so a Siberian cat's enzymes are 300 times lower than a normal cat. They had a standard Moggy for 21 years. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we know she's doing really well because Siberians usually only live between 12 and 15 years, but she's 16. So, all three in the UK, yeah, did, yeah. So Jinxy and Bailey came from Kent, and Mimi came from Gloucester. She's a bit posher. She's going now. Look, she's going. She's going. I've gone. She said, I've gone, you TikTok people. Oh, have you got your water, Jin? Have you got your water? Oh dear. I moved it because I had to. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me just put that there. She'll probably come back and sit on that once she sees it. Oh no, you have got your. Oh no, she's all right. She's fine. I just realised she has got it. I just couldn't see it from here. You have by Mimi's posture. Oh, Mimi's definitely posher, without a doubt. She knows it as well. She absolutely knows it. Yeah, she's a bit special. Is our Mimi cat, but she's own. The thing is, so you might have heard me say this before. So obviously we got Jinxy from a kitten, and we never thought we could have a cat, and then we found out there were these Siberians that were non-allergic. So my husband was really excited about that, and so Jinxy had everything new. You know, she had like the beds, she had the cat carriers, she had all the stuff new, and then Bailey cat came along. Like Jinxy was 10, and so then we got Bay. And actually we got Bailey just before COVID, and oh my goodness, here we go. Probably because I showed the, hang on a minute. Sorry about that. There we go. So we just got stung. It's probably because, don't know, might have showed my jacket too close maybe. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so we might have to restart. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so, and then of course, like I said, Bailey cat came along just for COVID, and she did have a few little new things, but not a lot. Anyway, then of course, Mimi cat's come along, and she hasn't had anything new. She's literally just busted her way in. She's been like, oh, I'm just gonna come on in and just take everybody's toys. That's what she does. Take everybody's scratchy paw and just use everybody's beds. And she, I feel sorry for her in a way, but you know, we keep telling her she was more expensive. So she's got a long way to go. Right, so what I'm going to do with my label, so I'm going to do a label for this quilt, okay? And the label is going to go on the back. It's going to go on the corner there. I don't even know why I did that. It's going to go on there. And so I've got the wording I want to do, which I need to program into my machine, which you're going to see. But what I need to get first is some white fabric. What was that bit? I saw that earlier and thinking, oh, I know what that is. No, can't use that. That is something special. I need some white. Just some plain white fabrics. I need something just to put on the back. And hello, Sandra. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. So I think, hello, lose myself. Amanda, how are you? Hope you're good. So I'm going to do this label. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a backing fabric onto it. It always helps. Obviously, a lot of it does depend on what machine you've got, really. But I always put something on the back of the actual fabric that I want to sew on, and then I'm going to put it like that. Probably going to trim it there because I don't only need. This label's not actually going to be that long, in all honesty. And I can show you my fancy pattern, because my fancy pattern to go around it is quite cute. And I don't know if you've seen this before, but you might have done. Right, so we're going to see how TikTok goes, okay? Because I might have to restart it. We'll see. Because I think I showed my jacket too close, I reckon. They don't like that. I have no idea why. Anyway, so here we go. So unfortunately you can't see this, but I'll show you a little thing. Because I was asked this once before. So this is the kind of lettering that my machine does. So this machine does. So it does like a 9, it does two versions of a block. It does a 6mm and a 9mm. That's the 6mm, that's the 9mm. And then it's got a script, and then it's got a Broadway. I don't like the script because you can hardly read it. Look at that, you can hardly read it. And then the Broadway, not keen on the Broadway. So usually I go for the 9mm block, because I just think, you know, why struggle? Just have it so you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to go for the 9mm block, and I'm just going to program this. And I'm going to put, I made this hand sewn. Right, so I'm probably just going to do that bit. Actually, I made this hand sewn. Right, so now we're going to do that bit first. Let's see how this goes. Well, you kind of do have to watch it, because I like the bobbin. I mean, it might just be me, But if you take it off, then if you don't watch it, then it goes off at an angle. And it's quite good, this machine as well, because if you program it, it will stop at the end. But on my other machine, in my big sewing room, it will just keep repeating it and repeating it. So, and I kind of like, I do like this machine to do my labels on it. That's why I tend to do them here. My little room. Okay, then I'll see what comments you guys have. Yeah, so if you've got any questions you want to ask, please do. I can see all the comments. If you're whatever platform you watch me on, if you're watching on YouTube or on TikTok, you need to make labels. You're trying to, you're trying an embroidery machine. Yeah, so this machine, Barb, is not this is just a quilting machine with labels. And so what I tend to do, can you see that? Look, so I've put that, programmed that in. Then I'll do the next bit, and then I'll do like a thing all the way around the edge of it, because I think that's quite nice. Right, but what you do need to do always is tick off what you've done, because otherwise you will forget. I mean, well, I will anyway. And it's hand sewn city quilted quilt. I definitely didn't do that late, did I? I don't think I did. It vaguely rings bells. If I did, it'll be on the corners, and it's not. So I think no. There must be something else. There must be something else I did it on. That's probably what I'm thinking of. Okay. I made this one. So this one. Oh, hang on. City quilted quilt. That sounds quite funny, doesn't it? Quilted quilt. So there is like variations of like the spacing you can put between the letters. So I go for one that is like the halfway one, because you've got a really thin one and then a really wide one. And I go for the halfway one because it does do quite a nice gap, which you always comment. So I mean, 2 single-size jelly roll quilts. Oh, you see with the borders. Ah, Pam. I'm sure they look amazing. Absolutely amazing. What you should do is you're waiting for the borders. I mean, with the borders, what you could do is just do a 5-inch strip. That's what I would do, because I've done quite a lot of jelly roll quilts before, and you could just put like a 5-inch strip around the edge of it, and then get a quilted bed throw to put on the back of it, and then quilt it with that, and then just follow the lines. That's what's really, really great about the jelly roll quilt, actually. You can just follow the lines to quilt it. It will be amazing, Pam. It will be amazing. Sounds like a train again. We had a train last night, didn't we? So when you're doing a label for a quilt, what you really should do is like say obviously who made it, where you made it, and when you made it, and what fabric you used. I mean, ideally. So I'm just putting. It's difficult for me to put where I made this, because actually, technically speaking, I made it in loads of different places. So I'm not going to put where I made it. I'm just going to put the date. You'll get ready one day. You've got a brand new machine. That's amazing, Pam. What kind of machine did you get? Right, city quilted quilt. So there you go. So that's the next bit. Made the city quilted quilt. Yeah, so you can see that obviously I put a backing fabric on it, and it is just basically to give it a bit more stability when you're making the label. But you don't city quilted quilts using scrap fabrics. I mean, it's better to do that really, especially on the sewing machine. It just gives it more stability. Right, I made this hand sewn city quilted quilts. City quilted quilts. I love saying that. Using scrap fabrics. Oh, I probably should put embroidery cottons as well. Scrap fabrics. I see. Are you feeling better, Lottie? So this machine, the This one is, I can tell you now because I've been stung on TikTok anyway, so it's not going to make a bit difference. But until I restart it, this one is a Janome, and it is a Memory Craft N9450 QCP. I've had this one for quite a while actually, and I do really like it. I know it inside out. These great fabrics. Right, here we go. Yeah, so 9450 QCP. Did you? Oh, I love the machine cam. I love it, know this. Love that. Have you got it recently then? No, Lottie's come back. The Jinxy cat hers. That's the only problem with the cat, isn't it? Get your lint roller out, get rid of it. So I'm going to put, using scrap, or middle art, so you can see it. This is the quilt I'm doing a label for at the moment. And lovely. A lovely machine. Right, and so using scrap fabrics and embroidery cotton. Embroidery cotton. Embroidery cotton. Okay. Let's go. Let's do the next one. Was that iron port machine for right now? You've got automation for your long arm. Oh, you just got a long arm machine. I'd love one of those actually, Bob, but I don't have the space, sadly. I'll have a look at that in just a minute, Pam. There we go. Right, so. Oh, it's come up. It needs some bobbin thread. Which is helpful because we've already done one, haven't we? Months ago to go box, but it's still wrapped up in cellophane. Oh, so you tried it. Oh, that's a really good thing. Right, thank you, Bob, for sending a heart. It's really lovely. Hello, Leslie, welcome to you. Right, so what I'm going to do, TikTok people, is I'm going to restart it, okay? Because it really slows up, and then other people can't join us, which is very annoying. And it's probably because I showed my jacket and they don't like it. So I'm going to restart, and then you'll get notified when I come on again. So see you the other side. Hold on a minute. Honestly, TikTok drives you mad, so it does. But you know, I'm used to it now, which is good fun. Three, two, one. And they come back. Let me just mirror my view again. Oh, hang on a minute. It's a tiny button. It's a tiny button. Hopefully it didn't scare you people. Here comes Tango. Tango's made it straight back. You're back. Well done. Let's hope it's going to be okay. Obviously, I'm trying not to. Hopefully there won't be problems. Well, we shall see. Sometimes it can be, you can get loads like every single night. Sometimes you get 3 times and it's just like, it's just annoying. But anyway, at least got my tea to console me. Let's carry on with the label. So I've done using the scrap fabrics, and now I'm going to put when. So actually, I made it between 2024 and 2025. So I'm going to put between. I made this hand sewn city quilted quilt using scrap fabrics and embroidery cotton. Between or during? What do you think? During. Yeah, let's put during. During, and I can spell. During 2022 024. I do like using the and sign. I don't know why. I do like using the and sign. It's quite a funny little one on this. 2025. Yeah, so it's well over a year old, this quilt. Well over a year old. And you know what? It's amazing, really. We know when you've been making something for so long and then it's all finished and you're like, oh, I kind of want to do another one. Hello, Bob. You started hand quilting for 10 years and you can't do it anymore. Oh, this is actually quite easy to hand quilt, you know, because you're using a much bigger needle and you're using embroidery cotton. I mean, at the moment, I do a lot of hand quilting. I actually probably do more hand quilting than I do machine quilting. It's always good to try and work out what works well for you, really. So, Pam, how long have you been sewing for? What do you like making? Well, we're in 2024, and 2025. There we go. That's that bit done. And then, hello, Sally. Hello, Marilyn. Hello, Santa. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Hello, Judah. Always lovely people come to join us now on TikTok. Right, so I'm going to do the next bit, which is, and then I'll do the pattern way around the edge. You wait till you see the pattern, because the pattern's pretty cute. I think I'm going to need another, right. And then I put my name on it. So there used to be like a little pen thing that came with this sewing machine. I have no idea where that went. I think one of my cats might have knocked it somewhere and it's gone probably underneath the table and I can't actually get it. That's what I think has happened there. Well, I can't find it. How do I spell my own surname? Oh, yes. Oh, where's the O? Right, okay. I don't know if I've got enough. Do you think I've got enough? Don't know. It's the problem when you do labels is it's not worth the risk when it comes to bobbins, because you could be doing it halfway through and then it stops and then it mash it up. That's the trouble. So luckily we wound up quite a few last night, didn't we? So we can. So use that one? No, we use this one. That is the thing with labels as well. It does actually take up quite a lot of bobbin. I'm interested. Oh, nearly dropped it, Pam, in my lap. Got interested in quilt. Hope one day to make a summer dress. Oh, you could do that, Pam. I recently made a top. I just copied a pattern that I really liked, and you know, it came out all right actually. Sometimes, and also I think sometimes what's really, really good is if you go on a sewing retreat, because on a sewing retreat you can spend a lot more time sewing and, you know, sew with people that have they've been sewing for a while, get all the advice and the help that you can, if you're trying to want to make dresses, that can work quite well. One minute. Another thing I'm going to work on actually is our sewing retreat. Hello, Sophia. Hello, Janet. Hello, Mr. C. Hope you're good, Mr. C. Hello, Roxy. Welcome, welcome. Right, so now we're going to do the next bit, which is my name. It's coming out well so far. Hello, Jessica. We know you're connecting me. I can saying you love. Yeah. You know why, Jessica? Why do you think, Jessica? That's why I restarted. Hello, Beverly. Welcome to you. My brain was thinking, Jessica's sitting there waiting. Let's restart it. I knew you was. I knew you was. I could hear you calling from Pennsylvania. I absolutely knew. So I'm doing a label, Jessica. That's what we're doing right now. I'm doing a label. Well, this quilt here, I'm hoping that this is not the quilt that got me stung the first time out. Hope it does. Thank you so much for sharing my live. And thank you, Tango, for liking my live as well. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Anastasia. So your message, same with teacher. Has classes in September. Ah, you was indeed, Jessica. I heard you. I got let me in. You need to take it up with TikTok. Take it up with my guardians. They are the key. They are the doorkeepers. That's what happened. It's so annoying, isn't it? Honestly, it just drives me mad. It really does. Right, now I'm going to put CEO and founder and OUNDER founder of, oh, hold on. Right, let's do this bit first. They're probably going to fit it right on the bottom. That's what I reckon. It is weird sometimes that I don't believe it was you at all. No, absolutely. I know it wasn't me, Jessica. I know it wasn't. I don't even know. Honestly, I do know there's this thing with TikTok that if you repeat doing something, it doesn't like that. But I can't help that because I'm always sewing, and that is technically repeating what I'm doing, and I can't help that. So I know that is one of the issues. Because we've done a lot of research on it, believe me. Even if we're getting interested in your lives now. Say hello, Tango's boyfriend. How are you? Are you good? Yes, I'm doing a label now from this quilt. That's what I'm doing. You should send a letter of complaint in, Jessica. Obviously not to me. To the powers that be in the world of TikTok. Remember what I said before? If you can't find me, go and look on YouTube because I'll be on YouTube. You can always go over to there. Or the FB one. That one. Or the IG one. They're talking a whole new different language on TikTok. Me. When am I going to get it in? It's going to be long. It's going to be long. It's gotten so... It's not even funny. No, I know. Hello, fabric addicted. I tried trying to read that then. No, you're absolutely right. It isn't funny. I laugh out of desperation, Jessica. I absolutely do. Sometimes it can be absolutely fine. So if YouTubers, you know what we're talking about. So basically what happens on TikTok is that you could just be no reason whatsoever. It can just restrict you, and then it like shuts it so nobody else can carry on watching you. And sometimes we just don't even know what's going on. And so what I'm working on, Jessica, is I'm making a label to go on my quilt on this one. This is my City Quilted quilt, and then I've got my English paper piece quilt. So I've got that one to work on. Hello, Patricia. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. And so I'm just going to do the So Happy Quilters Association at the bottom. It's going to be really, really long. Let's see how we get on. Because I might have to do it in 2 lines. It's pushing it a little bit. In all honesty, I probably should have gone that way, but you know, it is what it is now. That is the thing. So happy. Well, I'm going to put it on it because, you know, I don't know where my quilts are going to end up in years to come. And I want to know what I did. So that's what I'm putting. So happy quilters. SSOTION. There we go. Right. Let's do this bit. Thank you very much, Jessica. It's all hand sewn. All hand sewn using scraps, using embroidery cotton. Let's see. It's hope. I wonder how far it's going to come out. I probably should have gone further over that way, but you know, I mean, I might get association into a bit. Let's see. TERS. Okay. Now here's the question, you see. So you either carry on, okay, and end up with it right over here, or you do it down there and have it tight to the bottom. But I think I'm going to do it tight. I'm going to do it to the bottom, which is a bit of a shame because I don't think I'm going to be able to get the border all the way around it. Let's see what happens. I mean, we might just do it. Oh dear, dear, dear. I actually left my aircon on. I might have to go put my aircon back on in a minute, people, because it's getting a bit hot. I didn't realise I turned it off, and now I'm thinking, oh no, it's getting too hot again. So this says, right, it says, I made this hand-sewn city quilted quilt using scrap fabrics and embroidery cotton during 2024 and 2025. So it is over a year old. And this quilt is actually in our quilt museum. And I do take it when I go to teach. My name, Rachel Ambrosio, CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. Voila. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to border all the way around the edge of that. Just you wait for the border because the border is super, super cute. So what I need is pictograft. That one. And then I'm going to do, so there's really, really cute patterns. I can do where is it? I do a needle with a cotton with a scissors, and then you go do all the way around. So look, watch this. This is my favourite bit. I don't know why. It just is. And I especially love doing the cotton. The cotton reel is pretty cute. Now when you get to the edge, you can like start turning it. I will show you how I do it. You can start turning it, you see, like that. It's pretty cool, this machine, actually, and the patterns that it does. And I love the fact you can connect them together as well. So if I wanted to, I could do like 2 cotton reels and 2 scissors, or could even add a train in if I wanted to, which would be quite fun. I've done a quilt for my friend's little boy, I did that. With a train in it. Now get close to here. I'm just going to stop there. Hello, Greg. Welcome to you. Thank you so much for following me. Hello, Wolf's Play. So, right, I'm just going to leave that there for you guys just for a minute so you can see it whilst I go and put my aircon on. Hold on a minute. It's getting a bit too hot. Heat it up. Oh, magic. Oh, there's sweet water. There's your water there. There. There it is. Oh, that should help. That should help, shouldn't it? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, hang on. Yeah. I'm just supposed to, honestly. Oh, it's a Jinxy cat. They're so funny. Oh dear, I got caught. I got caught by the Jinxy cat while I was gone because she wanted some more water, and so you pour some water in and then she gets her head right in it, so you can't actually give her any water, which is really annoying. So there. So what do you think? There is my label. That is my label. Isn't that cute? That bit around the edge. I really, really love that. So now what we do is I'm gonna take this off there, and then I'm gonna trim off the backing because it just. I mean, it just gives it a bit more stability on the back, really, when you're stitching on those letters. You don't have to do that on the back, but I generally do. I just find it's better. And of course, I'm going to save my little scrappies to go. Hello, Vera. Hello, Anna. Welcome to you. So if you're watching on any of our other social media platforms, if you're watching on YouTube or anywhere else, and you've got any questions you want to ask about sewing, please do let me know because I'll answer it to the best of my ability. And if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm actually doing a label for my quilt. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to, so these bits are going to be folded back. And I will hand stitch it on because I do like to hand stitch my labels on. That bit's going to go there. And I don't know if I need to iron it really because it's not actually that much fabric to iron. Oh, we don't have Daisy to talk to, Jessica, because she's gone to Paris. She's in Paris, isn't she? Unless we get the other Daisy on, because there's two Daisies. They like to watch me. Okay, then I'm going to fold that bit back on. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. It looks so good, especially I know the stitches look great, don't they? That bit there, that is the absolute best bit. So this quilt actually, I'm going to stitch it on. I will hold it up and show you. You know, it might well make TikTok go ping though, but we'll get stung. We will see. So technically speaking, this quilt is 4 blocks by 4 blocks. So oh no, Daisy. No, but she's Daisy with an EY. There's another Daisy with just a Y. So we got 2 Daisies. Let's hope the other Daisy comes on. So I'm going to stitch that onto there. I'm going to pin it on, stitch it round, and then I'll show you the other one. So I'm going to get 2 done tonight. 2 labels for my quilts. I'll be very happy when that is done. Because the thing is, you know, so I go and give talk, don't I? I go and give talks to quilters, and I talk about obviously Sewing for Wellbeing, about us, about So Happy Quilters Association, and then I always say label your quilts, and then my quilts are not labelled. I mean, to be honest, the majority of them actually are. There's just 1 or 2 now that are like lacking, and this is one of the ones that's lacking. So we are rectifying that tonight. It's going to get a lovely label. I'm going to pin it on. And then I'll stitch it round. I'll just get some normal embroidery cotton. I mean, I could do embroidery cotton, but I probably won't. I'm going to do normal white cotton to go round. So I'm going to go stitch that round there. So let's stitch this one on, people. And you can keep me entertained. Do you already do the hospital quilt? Oh, I've already done the hospital. Oh, have you not seen it, the children's one, Jessica? I've actually got it. I've actually got it sitting right beside me. I've actually got a label. Are you talking about the label for that? No. So the answer is no, I haven't done the label, but the quilt is done. So now I've actually got it to do. So it's actually sitting here. It's one of the ones I've got to do. Along with a few of my others. Yeah, to stitch on. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a little running stitch around the edge just to pop the label on. And I'll show you the quilt before it gets put away again. So this quilt, more than likely, will be on display at our Brighton Quilt Show. Hello, Fazana, how are you? Hope you're good. So what am I making? I'm stitching a label onto my quilt. This is my quilt, and I'm stitching a label. Because all quilts should have labels, Fazana. How are you anyway? I think we've seen you for a little while, have we? You've seen it. Not oh, no, I know. Don't have the camera. You say not complete. Oh, so you've seen the quilt, but not completed with the label yet. No, I will not hold it up. I mean, it's silly, isn't it? Well, you know, hey ho, such are TikToky rules. Good. I'm glad you're well. I'm glad you're well. It's been a really been dealing with lots of heat, haven't we? So yeah. So tonight, what I'm doing. So I've just done this label on this machine because I love this machine, and that's why I tend to do my labels on it. And then stitching it round. So obviously what I'm doing is I'm not going through the front. I'm only going through the back and through this bit here. So usually when I make a quilt like this, I would put a backing on it so you don't see all these stitches. But because I teach this a lot when I go to see quilters, I like them to see the back. So I'm just doing my little label on the back. Hello, Carrie. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. So if you're watching on any of our other social media platforms, if you're over on TikTok, TikTok is there, YouTube is there, any of YouTube's or any of the other ones, and you want to make a comment, please do, because I can see the comments. And if you've got any sewing-related questions, please ask. And also, if you haven't followed me before as well, please do. No more restrictions. I love watching it comes together. I know. We do not want restrictions. Otherwise, we just have to restart again. I mean, it's usually not that bad on a Monday. Don't know. I do not know. But now you're in, Jessica, that's fine because the door is well and truly shut behind you. It's about new people. New people can't see. And that's what they do to restrict you. It's rather infuriating. But anyway, so I'm going to do this label and then we'll do the other quilt label, which is for my English paper piece one, which is my very, very first quilt actually that I made. I don't know what number. Somebody actually said to me once about, do I number my quilts? I mean, I should do really, but I suppose I make so many that I kind of forget. I mean, I could probably kind of work it out, I think, but when I've done all the labels, then I can probably work it out how many I've done. So well, I'm going to stitch along this way. Take that out. Oh, it's cooling down now. Oh, thank goodness. It's starting to feel a bit hot. I thought I was being safe taking the aircon off. And then time. No, it's so happy time. Ah, I love that. Your favourite program is on, Jessica. Your favourite program. But you know, if you miss any, Jessica, you can just watch them on YouTube because they're all on YouTube as well. So you can just watch it back. You're never going to miss anything. Yeah, so I am... So tomorrow, I think I've virtually finalised everything. My volunteer spreadsheets for the quilt show, I think I have finalised it. I just need to do a bit more on that tomorrow. So I've got a meeting tomorrow morning, actually. It just suddenly popped into my head. I mean, it is in my diary, so I do know it's there. But and that is chatting to... So we've got a very, very special set of quilts. It's Prickbox. I love that. I love that. So we've got a very special set of quilts coming to our quilt show, which are... memorial quilts basically, and to be a little bit careful how I say it, but memorial quilts, and it's a charity called Speak Their Name, and so they're bringing their quilts to our show, and so I'm having a meeting with them tomorrow just to work out what we can do, really, just to help them, just to promote it. So that's going to be an interesting meeting in the morning. And what's her name? Is it another Vicky? Don't know. Somebody I'll be meeting in the morning, chatting about that, and then carry on finalising on my spreadsheets, I think, tomorrow. Then once I've done that, I can then start on my schedule, and then the next newsletter, I should say. That's what, yeah, that is what I'm doing tomorrow on a Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I might actually go out in the morning. Maybe. Got a few bits and bobs I need to go and do. There you go, look. So it's on. That is the label on my quilt. I'll see if I can open it out a little bit just to show you. Da, 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 da. So nice. Cozy, cozy, cozy quilts. It's very cozy. actually, I should show. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Let's do this. Labeling. Maybe we'll have it like that. Labeling my quilt. That's what I'm doing. And it's very cozy. It's very cozy. Anyway, so that's that one done. Hopefully we won't get into any issues. Now we're doing another one. Hello, L. Is that L? Hello, L. Hope you're good. And there's Monday nights. Oh, it definitely needs folding over in a different. Hello, Rebecca and Rosie. In a different kind of like direction. So what I'm going to do? Should I put it there for a minute? Jinxy cuts it. I'm going to put it over there. Okay. So the next one I wanted to do was this one. Aha. This one. Do you remember this one, Jessica? I think I showed you this one. And so this one, if you haven't seen this quilt before, this is actually my very, very first quilt I actually made. And I'm very, very proud of this one. And you know what? It's been washed so many times. Ah, thank you very much, Pam. Thank you so much. So this one has been washed so many times. And it's all hand quilted as well. And I did English paper piece it. Using like some scrap fabrics really, and I don't know why I decided to do those purple centers in the grandma's flower. I have no idea. I think when I did it I didn't really know what I was doing, in all honesty, because I actually made this quilt back in 2021, so it's not technically that old, but it has been washed so many times. How did you do the back? Oh, with the heck, with rubbing at the edge, with the what at the edge, Jessica? So how I did the back was, I'll show you. So the back is like that. So I did it hexagon. Hexagon. So this like that. So what I did was I put a fabric, so there is actually a wadding in it. So I put a wadding. So I had the front, and then I did the wadding, and then I did a white. That's only a white sheet on the back. And then I was trying to work out, because this is, like I said, this is the first one that I made, and so I was trying to work out how to finish it off, because I just thought, well, I didn't really want white, and I didn't want to chop off those, because I could have chopped off those, and I didn't really want to. And so I didn't really want to do binding, because I didn't know what I was doing. And so I just decided to do like this edge. It's rewording you. I just decided to do this edge going up, and obviously I stitched that down, and then just stitched these together here like that. So hopefully you can see what I did. So that's it there. Hello, Veronica. Welcome to you. So yes, it's really. And do you know what? This quilt's been loads of places. It's been in various hospitals, various appointments, and it's nice because actually oh, there you go. Look, it's actually a lap size quilt. Can you see that now? Is that better now, Jessica? Look. I hope you can see. Hello, on one. How are you this evening? So yes, so my label, I am going to put it here. That's where I'm going to put it, on there. So let's just turn that over. And anyway, so what I also did as well, just so you know, when I quilted it, I did use a quilting cotton, and all I did was just follow the lines going round like that. So I just went through to the back. So you can kind of see it on the back here. There, look. And I must have used a variegated cotton, because actually it looks like it's different pinks. Yeah. I'm very good, thank you. On one, I am labelling my quilts tonight, amongst other jobs. My other jobs, I'm labelling my quilts tonight. So this is my second one that I'm doing. And so let's get the fabric again. Here's the fabric again, and then the white back in. So this one, let me read what I'm going to put. This is my very first quilt, so I think I need to go that way. Yeah. I need to get a long bit of backing for this one. Well, how are you? On one, are you good? Hello, Bernadette. Welcome, welcome. So I think I'm going to go long on this one. Look up this way. So it's going to go that way rather than that way. That's what I am planning on. Okay, let's get that threaded up onto the... So I've got to remember to go back to my lettering. I like the block and I like the 9mm, if you remember. Oh, someone said something. Who has said what? Hello, Linz. How are you? Are you good? So I'm labelling some quilts tonight, Linz. I'm labelling this quilt here, if you can see that one, I'm going to do, this is my very first quilt that I made. I'm very proud of that one. And it needs a label because it's all my other quilts are getting labels and it's like it needs a label. Right, so let's do this. This is my very first hand sewn EPP quilt. Right, okay, here we go. Oh, hang on. I hope we got it right. This is my very RY first FYR, my very first quilt. T. Oh, hold on. My very first hand sewn. My very first hand sewn. That's what I need to put. And SEWM, hand sewn. Right. Hands, and then we're going to do EPP quilt on the next line. Have you had your back had to go for a shave? Sounds interesting, Tango. Maybe that's not what you meant. Is that what you meant? It's fine if you did. Right. Hello, Hannah. Welcome to you this evening. Yeah, so if you're just joining me now, wondering what we're doing, I am doing a label to go on my quilt, and I'm just going to try and keep this flat. When I've worked out how far we're going to go to, then I will chop it off. It's got a nice sound, the same tune, hasn't it? It sounds a bit like a little bit like a train. I must admit, it has done very well, this machine, actually, because I have had it for a while. Well, when I say a while, I think 2021, maybe, I think. Oh, there we go. Hello, Noelle. Hello, Noelle. How are you? Hope you're good. I think we've seen you for a little while. Right, so it's quite long. And so look, this is my very first hand sewn. Then we're going to put EPP quilts. So my first job to do is to basically chop off some of this because I don't want it dragging too much. And then we'll keep the fabric for tomorrow. So I think after we've done this, I'm probably going to do 2 more sashes because I'm trying to get 2 sashes done a day or 3 sashes done a day. And then, because what time is it? 9:05. And so, right, this is my very first hand sewn EPP quilt made in QUILT quilt made in 2020. Oh, can't find the numbers now. Oh, the numbers are there. 2020 dash. Oh no. Why is that dash there? I need a middle dash. 2021. Okay. Right, let's do the next line. Yes, have you got any questions you want to ask? Have you got any sewing related questions? And if you're watching me over on YouTube or the other social media platforms, I can see the comments. So do ask a question or just say hello. Let me know where you're from. I love to know where people are from. Hello, Joe. Welcome, Joe. You need some plain greens and reds to join in with your Christmas materials with hexagon quilts. I love that. I really want to. I have done one Christmas quilt, which actually is city quilted, but it's fleece back, so not actually a quilt. In all honesty, well, it's a fleece quilt, I suppose. But I would really like to do a Christmas quilt. And you're from Sunderland. Ah, I love that. Welcome, Pam from Sunderland. That's quite far up, isn't it? That is. Hello, Sarah. Sarah from Texas. Hope you're good. Hello, Louise. So, Sarah, being that you are a quilter, do you go to the Houston show? That's what I want to know. 2021. And you know how you're using edge and strip quilts. Did you do that for your very first one? Oh, you're talking about the binding. The answer is no, I didn't. So this is my very first quilt, Jessica, and there's no binding on that. So I just did these and I stitched those on. And then I think my second quilt that I did was probably my Patchwork and Crosses quilt, and that one had binding, so that had like what you're calling edge and strip. Yeah. So for my second one, I did do the binding, which was the Patchwork and Crosses. I might even have that one. Have one actually to show you. Actually, it's on our bed at the moment. I do like that one. So yes, I did it for that. I mean, it's still on there, Jessica, after all this time. I must admit, this is my very first hand-sewn EPP quilt made in 2020 to 2021. Right, this is why it's really good to write down what you want on your label, because then you can tick it off as you go in case you forget something. EPP quilt, turn around. Right, made. No, during. Right. During. R-I-N. Oh, that's not right. I-N-G during my hang on. I just need to make sure I spell something right. Hold on a minute. Because technically I made this during my hysterectomy recovery, you see. So H-S-T E-E-E. Right, okay. Hysterectomy recovery. Right, here we go. Here's the next one coming. When you get ready, to show me, let me know. I'll go to YouTube to see it. Oh, okay. Oh, what? Just in case I get stung, you mean? Is that what you mean, Jessica? Yeah, because when it doesn't. If you're watching me now and then I get restricted, it doesn't take you away. But if you try to watch it, if you try to join after I've been restricted, then it stops you. So you should be okay. I mean, maybe I'll get it tomorrow. Probably. I'll show you tomorrow. Yeah, because technically speaking, that one needs a label as well. I think that one does. Because that one's been washed a lot. Right. Hello, Sam. Welcome to you this evening. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. It does stitch really, really well. I'm saying anything else. I don't get restricted. Don't worry. If we do, then we do, and we just restart. It's not a problem. In the olden days, Jessica, I used to worry about it. Now I'm not even bothered. I just think, well, they're just being silly again. Recovery, right. Okay, so by me, this is my very first pencil. Oh, hang on, I don't think I need a word by. Oh, it's gone. Sometimes the buttons are a little bit close, so D and O dash. Yeah, I was just thinking it was easier when I had the little button, the little pen thing, but it's been lost way ago. CEO and I think what I'm gonna do. Oh, hold on, that is no good. CEO and right. Okay, here we go. Next line coming in. You're the most mellow woman I know. I'm quite calm, actually, Jessica. I'm a typical Aquarian, though, see. I am a typical Aquarian. How often are you online quilting? Every single night, usually. Usually every night I am live streaming. Unless I'm traveling and filming for my YouTube channel, then no, sometimes it might only be like half an hour, 45 minutes, usually every night. And sometimes rarely in the afternoon as well. I might live stream in the afternoon. Now that should be an O. Hang on a minute. Right, just do the S. I've just realised I've done a letter wrong. You do tiny little, there we are, tiny stitches. Let's can't even spell my own surname. Oh, did it. No. Right. We're going to start again. We're nearly there. It's O. C O S. Okay. I'm just trying to think. What did I do? C O and right. I think you've got it right. Nope, we have not got it right. We need to unpick it because it started to stitch it again. Let's just take it back to there. Need to do an I because I wasn't concentrating. Hello, Shan. Welcome to you. So, Pam, what I was going to say to you was, so I am the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association, and our membership is completely free. So if you like sewing and quilting or any kind of needlecraft, and if indeed any of you do go over to our website. Our website is in the bio on TikTok, or you just have to put our name into your search engine and find us, and you can sign up to our completely free membership. And we send out newsletters and offers and discounts and all kinds of lovely things. And yeah, we've got our first quilt show coming up in September, which is exciting. And so usually I'm live streaming in the evening on my YouTube channel. It's scheduled, so you'll see exactly what time. So like this week, I'm aiming to live stream about 7:30 every night, and then usually I live stream to about 10 o'clock usually. And so if I'm traveling or filming for my YouTube channel, then so if you go and look on YouTube, there's lots of my videos. Then I might do something a bit shorter then. Technically haven't got much coming up actually in the next couple of... Have I got anything coming up in the next couple of weeks? I don't think so. I've done quite a lot of travelling recently, so I'm grounded for a bit. I gotta stay around, gotta hang around for a bit. And then actually got something going on in August. I think it's in August. And then September is our quilt show. So I'm just going to try and get this off. So what happened was I missed a letter. I don't know how, just not concentrating. And obviously with the machine, it started to go from the beginning again. So I've had to just unpick it, which is easily done. You can very easily. Sometimes if it doesn't unpick, you can just get tweezers out, which I may well do in a minute if I can't find my tweezers. And also you can unpick it from the back as well. That also helps. Let's see how that's looking. Pull that up, pull that up. It's nearly there. It's got a few little bits on the back. So yes, if you kind of like, that's another good thing about having like extra backing on it as well, because if you need to unpick it, then you've got more to like kind of tug at. Because if you were tugging at that front fabric, then you know, you've got to pull on it. You love seeing places where I travel. Ah, thank you, Jessica. So I'm just thinking, where am I going? I mean, September obviously is our quilt show, so I've got quite a lot to do before that. I mean, I do bits and bobs, you know, like go to like fabric places and what have you. But actually, traveling, I think it's not till October. I'm just trying to think. And then October, then I've got November. So I'm going to a really big show in November where I'm going to be doing a talk from the stage. So we might live stream that when I'm doing my talk potentially, because now we can do it easily. Right, we're back to the beginning. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to get make sure my needle is going to go in the right position, which I think it might. Okay, right, we're good. We are good to carry on. Sorry about that little hiatus. So Jessica, did you sign up? Hello, Craig. I just say to Jessica quickly, did you sign up for our membership, Jessica? Because you can, even from America, you can. Even from Canada, America, whatever country in the world you are in, you can sign up to it. And then you get full-on photos and information on where I've been. Or where we've all been, actually. If I've been out with my team or anything like that. How are you, Craig? Oh, you did. Good. How are you, Craig? Are you good? Did I do that? Let me just have a look. I no idea what's going on here. It's doing it all over again. Seems to be doing it twice. Right. See it. So now I'm going to pick that one. This is not going very well. No, it's fine. It could be because this is my very, very first quilt, and it's like maybe I should have done it by hand. Because you could hand stitch labels. There's no reason why, you know. I'm just doing some machine stitching really to make it a little bit easier. You can very much do it, do hand stitching. You've been really ill with your back. Oh, Craig, you don't win, do you? You don't have it not well at all sometimes, and now you're back. Oh my goodness me. Well, I hope that gets sorted out soon. Have you got some nice like, I don't know, get a nice massage or something? Maybe do that. No. Oh, hello Mila, welcome to you. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Maybe you need to change your job. So it's not so annoying. Right. Okay. So I think I'm nearly there again. I have no idea what happened there. It just carried on stitching along. Right. So now we're going to the next line. See you. And now we're going to concentrate this time. UNDER, founder of, oh, hang on, of the, now I'm going to do this on 2 lines because remember last time on the other label, it went way too far, didn't it? It went way too far over. So I don't want that to happen on this one. You all right, Jim? Come on, Jinxy cat. Hello, Sarah. Welcome to you. Hope you're good this evening. There's a lovely sky out there tonight. The sky is very red outside tonight, you know, if I can see. You know what they say, red sky at night, shepherd's delight. That means it's going to be nice and sunny tomorrow. Right, I might get... Yeah, I think I'm going to get it. Leave that there. Okay. So happy. Happy. And then I'm going to get the word happy on it. And then we put... There we go. PPY. PPY. Voila. And now we're going to do happy quilters. QUILTERS quilters. ASO S Asian ION. Right, and then I think we've done it. Hello, Amelia. Welcome to you. I think I saw Science and Maths just popping in as well. Hope everybody's good. It was a Monday night. And then we'll do that fancy pattern around the top of it again. It does look quite cute like that. I mean, sometimes a couple of my labels I haven't done it, but I do like it. It's very, very pretty. And I like a pretty border. Tion. TION. Oh, yeah. I'm just watching it. Right. The sewing machine. Right. I know. It's wonderful, isn't it, Jessica? Wonderful. I've also got an automatic scissor button. That is one of my favourite buttons on this machine. If you're ever going to get yourself a new machine, get yourself one that has a an automatic scissor button, okay? Because it's marvelous, right? So this one says, before we do the border around the edge, this one says, this is my very first hand sewn EPP quilt, made in 2020 to 2021 during my hysterectomy recovery. My name, CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. Although technically speaking, I was a florist then, but I don't suppose it matters. You know, it's my quilt at the end of the day. I'm going to put that on it. Right, so let's find those lovely, lovely buttons again. So I'm going to do the needle, the cotton, the scissors. Okay, so now I'm going to go all the way around there. Let's do that. Yeah, so I've used this machine quite a lot actually for doing lettering. And I think, you know, unless I program it wrong, it's really, really good. It's quite an impressive machine. Do you recommend a walking foot for quilting? S123. Well, do you know what? I don't really use a walking foot for quilting. And every time I've seen when I've taught various workshops and I've seen people that have used them, it really slows the sewing machine up, and it just causes no end of trouble. So I don't actually use a walking foot. I just use my normal foot when I'm doing quilting. I suppose it does depend on what your preference is, really. And I've got on my other machine, I've got a stitch regulator. That's quite a cool little gadget. There we go. So now you've never used one. Hello, Jasmine. Good evening, Jasmine. How are you? Yeah, I mean, I think in all honesty, sometimes, you know, they say, you know, you should use these feet for this, that, and the other. But you don't need to, really. I don't. I just always use my normal foot. I mean, I'll change it over to like a zipper foot like that. I'll change it over to a zipper foot sometimes. But other than that, I do not. Right, so there you go. Doesn't that look good? My little label going around. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop off the back and we're going to stitch it on this quilt. And then we'll do, what time are we on? We are on, we're on, blimey. We are on 9:25. Jasmine, where is the best place for two light fabrics, such as felt? Ah, you're going to text for GCSE. Pre-made binding. No. Oh, don't use pre-made binding. S123. Make your own. Make your own to match. I mean, sometimes pre-made binding works really well. So Jasmine, it's really difficult for me to tell you because TikTok will get me if I mention a brand. Okay, they will get me, and I mean, there is that. You know, the one that has a big range of stuff. Do you know that one? They do that. Does that help? And then you've got the hobby one. That's also really good. They do that fabric as well. I mean, I think, to be honest, if you can use it for your GCSE, I'd probably go and there you go. Well done, Jasmine. Well done. That's it. Yes. I think if you're doing it for that, for your GCSE, I would definitely go and look at it, feel it, make sure it's what you want. Because if you just order it, it may well be the wrong one, and then you're stuck with it. And so I would definitely go there. But most definitely, the hobby one does it. And who was the other one? I was at recently. I don't know where you're based. Up north, down south. I don't know where you're based. Because there is a one called Appliqué, and they are really, really good. There is a little video on my TikTok streams, and they had loads of that fabric. Well, what are you making, Jasmine? What are you making anyway? You're in Staffordshire. I was going to say someone watching can say what you can't. Yeah, well, Jessica, I'd be very careful because I do know a few people that got restricted themselves for doing that. So I wouldn't risk it. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I don't think there's an Appliqué in your direction actually. So you probably want to go to the ones that I've suggested because they would definitely be in Staffordshire. But yeah, what are you making anyway? Tell me, Jasmine. You're doing GCSE. There you go. So very crafty. Leanne's asking. What are you making for your GCSE? That's very exciting. So I'm going to fold that over there. And then I'm going to snip that back a bit because I don't technically need all that fabric. Ah, You're right near an amazing place that has lots of rides. Haven't been there in ages, actually. You know what? That direction to go on those rides. Must be fun living right near there. Okay, so I'm going to lay that on there. I do need to fold that edge in and fold that edge in. And I wonder if I should have it, I'd slotted it in and sewed it down rather than traditional binding. 1, 2, 3. Let me read that again. Hold on a minute. I wonder if you should have just slotted it in and sewed it down rather than traditional binding. Oh, you mean like a turn through? Is that what you mean? You mean like stitch it round and then pull it through? Is that what you mean? S123. Then yeah, A123. I mean, yeah, you could have done. I mean, the thing is with binding, you could probably watch loads of YouTube videos on it to see how to do it, because once you get used to it, it's okay. But it's like the first time doing it can be a little bit awkward, and sometimes, yeah, actually, to stitch it all around and put it through, like bag it through is what they call it, is a much easier way to do it, and maybe a much neater way until you're kind of more au fait with binding, shall I say. I mean, I have actually done the whole in. Oh, there you go. I think I've tried a shortcut, made it worse. Oh. Sandy starts tomorrow. I know it does, Pam. I know it does. Actually, not. Oh, it does start tomorrow, isn't it? I probably won't have time to watch it this year round, maybe. I never got to watch it last year. I didn't have time. I'm just thinking, actually, I want that to go a little bit higher. Something I was going to say. Yeah, I mean, you made a shortcut. I mean, the thing is, though, actually, is it Steph? Is that what it is? Is it Steph? I'm trying to work out. I think it is Steph. The other thing is, though, you know, it is your very first one. So technically speaking, that is your prototype. It is. Right, yeah. And so, technically speaking, that's your prototypes. Honestly, I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's all a learning curve, a learning process. I have done, I'm just trying to think. Recently, there is a video that I did with doing binding. If you go into, I'm just trying to think. If you go onto my YouTube channel and you go to the live section and you click on the one that says the Project Linus quilt, that shows binding. And that was only a couple of weeks ago, maybe even 2 weeks ago. I did that one, and it shows you. And I'll show you how to do the binding. So it's always worth, you know, like watching some more videos to see if you can learn it. But sometimes, like I said, just you know, bagging it through works really well. Right, so now I've done that, I'm going to stitch this on, the stitches one, and then we'll do something different. Then we'll do a couple more of my sashes. You're looking forward to it, Lynn's watching it. I don't know. I might try this year to get into it, but sometimes I tend to watch it in one hit and then watch it. But I'm sure you guys can keep me up to date on how everybody's doing. Right. Steph, last time I touched it, you did rough sides together and flipped it over before attaching the back. Yeah. Was that your shortcut then, Steph? That does sound like a bit of a shortcut. But you know, I'm sure it's on there. Did you hand stitch it down as well? I mean, to be honest, sometimes pre-made binding can work. It can work, and I most definitely put pre-made binding on it. But I think the problem is with pre-made binding as well is the fabric can be different. That's the thing. I look at, yes, please do. So just make a note, Steph. Go to YouTube, click on our channel, So Happy Quilting Association channel. Click on live. And then there's one that says the Project Linus quilt. That one has binding. And I think the I Spy quilt does as well. That was only recently. I'm sure it does. And that shows you like how I did it. Because generally I use like a 2.5 inch strip that I would fold over in half and iron down. And then this has not got binding. This is my very, very first quilt. Hello, Kim. Welcome. So this is my very first quilt I did when I didn't even know how to do binding. So this is quite a few years old, this one. And But I'm just kind of backtracking on all my quilts at the moment. I'm putting labels on. It's another thing you should do as well, Steph. Sorry to give you more work to do, but you should definitely do labels for your quilts. I'm very good, thank you, Kim. I'm very, very good. I'm doing a label. I'm doing a label for my quilt tonight. Found it, amazing, amazing. Like I said, I'm sure there's two. I'm sure there's the I Spy quilt. Obviously, you know, you can put me on pause, Steph, and you can fast forward me if you want to, and yeah, that will help you to do it. Because I did that quilt in one night. I'm sure we definitely did. Yeah, we did, because I blanket stitched it down. And don't forget to subscribe to that channel as well if you haven't already, Steph. So if you like to make scrappy binding on quilts. I love it, scrappy binding, Linz. It does look really good, doesn't it? When you use up all your scrap fabric. Yeah, so we've got Steph over on TikTok who's talking about her binding fiascos. I do think that, you know, that puts people off sometimes, making a quilt. If you think, oh, I've got to do the binding. Because it does something, it can look a little bit scary, I think. But there's loads of different ways you can do it. You know, some people would say the way I do it isn't right, but I do it the way how I do it, and it works. Hello, Kaza, welcome to you. But you know, it stays on. That's the most important thing. And actually, a lot of my bindings have been on for years, like the ones I've got sitting down here. I'll see if I can find. I might get that one out and show you in a minute. I just want, after this, as we are on 20 to 10, I can't believe it, people. We're on 20 to 10. After this, I definitely want to get 2 sashes done. Then we'll see where we are. And I might show you the other quilt that's got the binding on it. Well, that's a lot of fabric to go through there. Yeah, so again with this one, I'm not going through the front. I'm just going through the what do you call it? I'm going through the label. I'm going through the backing fabric and going through the wadding. I'm not going through the front. You watch people like Jenny Doe and do quilts. Ah, I think I've seen them, Pam. I think I have. I don't see having my own YouTube channel and do my own live streaming. In all honesty, I don't really have time to watch other people. That's the thing. I used to watch Darlene. I used to watch Darlene something or other. Can't remember. She's on YouTube. She does what's it called? I don't know. Something. Chip quilting, maybe. Is that what it's called? I want to say Argent. No, it's not Argent. I don't know what her surname is. But anyway, yeah. There are some good YouTubers out there, such as myself. So watch, keep you entertained when you're trying to get some quilting done. We'll give you some new ideas. But yeah, so the other thing to think about, Steph, is a label. So if you go do a label, always do a label for your quilt. So you can put on it like something about you, where you got the fabric from, when you made it, who you made it for. Lovely, lovely things like that, really. What you can put on your quilt. Or if it's like with this one, you know, I made this when I was recovering from my hysterectomy. So that's why I put that on it. Because sometimes, you know, we do quilt for particular reasons. Eleanor Burns. Oh, don't know who that is, Pam. I've never heard of that one. So, Pam, do you go to any quilt shows? Go to any shows up in Sunderland? I'm trying to think where the closest one is. It Newcastle? Is it Newcastle the closest show for you, Pam? I think it might be. Hello, Charlotte. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Yeah, Sunderland. Must be Newcastle, your closest show. Did you go to any other shows? There's some lovely shows coming up soon. Obviously, we've got our show in September, but then there's a few more coming up in Birmingham. We'll be going to those ones in November. Looking forward to that because it's the Christmas one. Thank you. I'll see where. Ah, amazing. Well done. Well done. If you've got any questions, Steph, you're very welcome to message me on TikTok in the messaging thing. And if you want to send me a photo of what it looks like, I might be able to help you to make some suggestions. well, I'd say not make it all better, but give you some suggestions maybe. You're very welcome to do that. Sometimes I can learn a lot from a photo. Hello, Lady Joe. Welcome, welcome. And wear your smile. I love that. Absolutely love that. Hello, Julie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for sending a rose. Thank you so much. And thank you also for following. Hello, Olivia. How are you? You might unpick it, redo it the other method, and then basically attached it. Okay, fold it in half. Yeah, that is quite easy to do. That, Steph. Quite easy. If you go too far over, then yeah, watch that one. And like I said, I'm sure with the other one as well, which is the I Spy quilt. I did binding on that. I'm just trying to think. There's another quilt as well I've done binding on. Next time I do one, I'll make sure I label it on the live as binding a quilt, so it's easy to find it. Thank you so much for sending me a heart and for reposting. And how are you, Olivia? Are you good? How have you been? How's all your friends? Right. Good. I'm very good, thank you. I'm labeling my quilts. Can you believe, Olivia, our quilt show is getting so close. It's only 8 weeks. 8 weeks time. Can't believe it. And we're trying to plan to live stream the whole thing all day, every day. That's the plan. I'm trying to work it out. Only 8 weeks. Are you going to come, Olivia? Hope you and Lich are. I'd love to see you if you do come. Right, so that is that one done. I'm going to show you something really exciting in a minute, Olivia. That is that one done. It's finally got a label. It's finally got a label. Where is it? It's at the Brighton Racecourse. The Brighton Racecourse. Write it down, Olivia. Brighton Racecourse, 5th and 6th of September. Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, 2 whole days. 2 whole days. It's amazing. Right, so this is my very first quilt that I made. It's very, very snuggly. I do like that one. Not far. Yes, please do. Come down the train. Let me show you something. Hold on. Look, I got our sashes. These are our sashes. Hello, Rachel. Welcome to you. Hello, Susan. So now I've done my 2 quilts. I'm now going to back another one of our sashes. So these are my volunteer sashes. Just you wait to see it, Olivia. Honestly, look. So I need to back it in this, so it makes it, as you can see, it's a bit floppy. But so my volunteers are wearing these. I'm going to have CEO and founder, obviously, and then we've got our Chocolatine ones. Look, Olivia, look at that. So happy to help. And then it's going to have a sash. It's going to have a rosette up there, and on the back, it's got free to join with a QR code. You can scan the QR code if you want to, because it does actually work. Pam, I might send you black rolls for a real champions and machines. Speed things up. Oh, that sounds really, really good. Now that's a good quote to put on there. Thank you very much, Olivia. Thank you very much. So what I'm doing now is I'm stitching this onto the back of it, and when that's on the back of it, it looks amazing because the thing is with sashes is they're a bit floppy, aren't they? And we don't want a floppy sash. So I've got so I've made 15 of these, and then we've got our Proud Lounge ones, and our Proud Lounge are going to be rainbow colours, which are really exciting. They actually should arrive by the end of the week. Can't wait to see those. And then I've got all of our rosettes that go on it as well. And if you get in the queue, Olivia, if you're one of the first in the queue on the Saturday morning and the Sunday morning, you get a goodie bag, a very, very special goodie bag. So the first 50 people, you can get tickets on the door as well. You can buy them now, but you can get tickets on the door. So the very first 50 people on Saturday and Sunday are going to get a lovely goodie bag with a very, very special printed bag. So how's your netball anyway? What time after a tell. Yes, please do tell Lich. I'd love to see you guys. I'd love to meet you. You have to come up and tell. Say who you are. I love that. What time is it? So it starts at 10 and finishes at 4. 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday the 5th, Sunday the 6th of September at the Brighton Racecourse. That is our quilt show. As indeed. I'll save you some special rosettes. It's so good. Playing for England this weekend. That's amazing, Olivia. Well done, you. Well, I see you on the TV. You can get you can get a train. You can get a train into Brighton, and then you can get the number 22 that stops outside the racecourse. Number 22 stops out. You know, if you go from Churchill Square and you get on a bus and you go up, it stops outside the racecourse. Maybe. That's amazing. Can't believe that. Hello, EBS Stitches Store. Welcome to you. Thank you for reposting. I'm just going to get this one done, and I'll show you what it looks like, because it looks so much better. What's Lich been up to then? I expect you girls are going on holiday, aren't you soon? You're finishing soon. Not long to those very long summer holidays when your parents were just despair about what to do with you. It's finished this week. Woohoo! Amazing. What's your plans? There you are, happy about that. Right, so I'm going to finish that there. So I'm going to come down the other side. I haven't got a rosette to hand. I could show you rosette tomorrow night. I haven't got a rosette to hand, actually. I'll show you how amazing it looks. I will put it on me and show you. Yes, not much. Probably running. Probably running. That'll keep you busy. I got some new, talking to running, Olivia. I got myself some new trainers from a quilt show. You're going to love them. They're all sparkling. So you won't miss me. They're pink and sparkly. I can't wait to wear them. Amazing. Oh, you may well have seen them. You may well have seen them because they have been all over social media. And I was like, I said to my husband, I need to go and get them. So I did. They're. I'm not gonna say the second word. The first word is Kurt, K-U-R-T. That's the first word. Night, Pam. Hope you've enjoyed watching. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back on tomorrow night. Probably about 7:30 again tomorrow. Doing some more labels, more sashes, and maybe some crazy patchwork tomorrow night. That is the plan for tomorrow. Hello, Shaz. Welcome, welcome. Right, I'll show you what it looks like. I'll show you what the sash looks like. I mean, technically, it's not my sash. These are my volunteer sashes. They are all so excited to be wearing them. They're gonna have a little trial session. It's quite funny because we're gonna be doing a little sewing day soon. You see, to make all the goodie bags up, and they're like, I want to try the sashes on. Right, here we go. Look. Look at that. There is the sash. Looks nice, doesn't it? Look nice. Looks nice. And then they'll have they'll have the rosette there, and then have a little pin down here, and then they'll pin it on them, and then they'll be walking around in their little sashes. It looks so good, doesn't it? There's 15 of them, Olivia. 15. There's 15 of these guys, and then there's how many of us? 7 of us. Well, with me, there's 7. So yeah, there's 22 of us in all in our sashes. 50. I know, 15. If you and Lich want to help, I can make it 17. I've got jobs. I've actually got somebody who's helping out who is 18. He's coming along. He's 18. He's helping. He'll be wearing one. He's actually he's one of my. I speak to her. You can always email me if you're interested. Email me. I know you can't message me because you're under 18 on TikTok, but you can email me. That's just on my website. Let me just get another one. I like to try and get two done a day, but yeah. So our other sashes, they're all done. It's just the what you call it? They're so happy to help ones. Those ones are not done. But once they're done, that's good. Where's my bobbin? My bobbin's all good. Yeah, speak to a school tomorrow. That'll be really good. You can find your. What would you like to do, Olivia? Patrol the quilts? Would you like to patrol the quilts? You could do that. I mean, technically, you're called quilt guardians. Yeah, you can patrol the quilts. We can firefight any problems. How about that? I'm going to be live streaming. Yes. Hello, Iggy. Yes, I do. I do. You had the rose embroidery on the t-shirt. Was it for your interface? What amazing, Iggy. Was it for your boyfriend? Was it for your boyfriend? I think it was, wasn't it? A special one? I'm glad the interfacing worked well. It was. Let me see if I can remember. It was a special picture. Hello, Bonnie. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Annette. Welcome to you. Yeah, see what Lich says, Olivia, and then email me, or you could just come along to the show. We'll find you a job. Yes, it was. Still not finished, and it's gone past his birthday. Iggy, there's always Christmas. There's always Christmas. I realised that with my friend's quilt recently. You know, her birthday was in March, her party was in June, and then I just thought, you know what, I'll finish it for Christmas. So, you know, you've got time. You've got loads of time to do, Iggy. You will. Good thing I had other presents prepared. Because you knew you wouldn't finish it. Oh, it's a labour of love, Iggy. You know what? Your excuse is if you'd known about the interfacing before, you would have been able to do it quicker. Night, Tiana. See you later. I'll be back live tomorrow night, Tiana, so I'll see you then. Sleep well, my lovely. Good thing. Hello, Joe. Welcome, Joe. So, Iggy, I am currently making, I'm putting the backing on the sashes for our quilt show in September. So, our quilt show is 8 weeks' time. It's like, whoa. In fact, Friday it'll be 7 weeks. It's like, oh my goodness me. So much, so much. Hello, Mary. It's definitely much better with it being hexiformed. It gives it a much better stability on the back, so it doesn't make it a floppy. Ah, hello, Livy. Welcome to you. Love my outfit. Thank you so much. It's actually a dress. I like it too. It's very cool for the summer. You also started getting from crochet now. You made a cropped cardigan. You're now making a poncho. I love a poncho. Although I haven't had a poncho in a while, though. I had a poncho when I was a child. Ponchos are fun, aren't they? They're fun little things. Hello, Emmy. Welcome to you. Oh, you're getting into crocheting. You could come. I don't know where you're based, Iggy, but you could come along to our quilt show because we're just in Brighton at the Brighton Racecourse, because we're going to be having a community sewing area that you can sit down and sew at, and you can bring your crochet as well. You can do crocheting, and we've got some exhibitors that are coming that are will have wool. So that's going to be exciting. Wools and crochet hooks and all kinds of things. Right, let's do this one. I'm going to shut my curtains in a minute. Have a look. Oh, it's too far. Oh no. Make a weekend of it, Iggy. Stay in Brighton. This is a very special quilt show. Hello, Amy. Thank you very much for following me. What time are we on? We are on 5 to 10. I'm sleeping slightly tired. Oh, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Wow. Have you got time for one more? What do you reckon? There's always time for one more. I need to go shut my curtains. You've just got a sewing machine. Well done, Amy. I love that. What one did you get? And what's your plans? Dressmaking, bag making, quilting? What was your plan? You'd love to go there, but no practical test available for ages. Oh, that's a shame. Train, Iggy? Train? Maybe. You're going to try quilting. That's wonderful, Amy. So, so just so you know, so you obviously haven't met me before, Amy. My name is Rachel, and I am the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. And our membership is completely free. And if you go over to our website, it's in the bio. Our website's in the bio, or just search for the So Happy Quilters Association, and you click on the join button, and you can sign up for a membership, and you get all of our newsletters and things that come out. And yeah, and I have a YouTube channel as well. So I'm actually live streaming to YouTube at the same time. I mean, I live streaming to TikTok, and so I've got lots of how-to videos on there. You could go and have a look at to get into quilting. But tomorrow night, so I'm going. No, I'm so glad you found me as well, Amy. I have to go now because I'm limited soon time. Oh, I've been treat. You've been treat. Oh, good, Iggy. I'll see you soon. Literally, good dark at 2 p.m. Place, nice, fine. Ah, yeah. Hello, Sam. Welcome to you. Yeah, it's Jessica. It's been going dark for probably about the last 20 minutes. But you know, we're on the other side of it now, so it's going to start going dark and much quicker now. Good night, Linz. Good night, Linz. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm probably going to leave it there, guys. What was I going to say? Hello, Joe. Welcome to you. Yes. So Amy. So I do live stream nearly every night, doing quilting, doing sewing. I do other bits and bobs as well. Like I've been working on a top recently, and I've got a skirt I want to make. But tomorrow night I'm going to do some crazy patchwork, which is really, really good, really, really easy to do. So you can watch me do that if you want to. Usually my YouTube channel will give the times of when I'm going live, and I usually schedule it for about 5 or 6 days in advance. So you'll know what time I'm going to be live. There's another one. I'm doing my sashes. These are my sashes for our quilt show in September. I watch my window. Oh, you watch my window? Oh, well, this one as the daylight disappears. How fun is that? I very, very beady-eyed there, Jessica. I'm gonna do one more. Oh, do you know what? I can't believe it. There's only 2 to go. I might as well actually finish it. Yeah, so it's about 9:30, isn't it? In fact, it starts going dark. It's a lovely red sky. That's why I leave the curtains open quite a while, because I like seeing them. Because I can see it over there, and I like seeing the sky. It was very red tonight, which means it's going to be a lovely day tomorrow. And it's been a bit cooler as well at the moment, hasn't it? Really, which is really, really good. Hello, Rainbow. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Well, in that case, I might as well get this finished. So I've got this one and one more. And then all done. That's all 15 done. Oh, yeah. See you tomorrow, Kim. See you later. Good night. I hope you sleep well. At least I'll be done then. I won't have to do any more sashes. Well, until the Proud Lounge ones turn up. But there's only 4 of those, so there's not going to be that many. I can't wait to see those, actually. I cannot wait. I think they should come. They reckon. Funny enough, she's called Jessica, who is making the sashes. They should come by the end of the week. Sorry, my neighbour lived in Ireland, and she said about 11. Oh, how interesting. How interesting. Yeah, like I said, we're on the other side of it now, because we've gone past the summer solstice. It will start getting slightly bit darker every single night. You see, I prefer the winter. Well, in a way, I prefer the winter when it's like dark at like 6 or 7. Yes, so tomorrow, so what is my plan for tomorrow? Well, tomorrow I'm going to totally finalise the spreadsheet of all of our So Happy to Help volunteers. And get them, so those guys know what they're doing. That is the plan. And hello, Stephanie. And then I could do mine, and I know what I'm doing, and then I can start working on the pop-up banners. I need to work on those. I need to get 2. I think I need to get 2 pop-up banners, I think, ordered. And then the roadside banners, I need to get those ordered. There's a lot to do. I mean, to be honest, you know, it's not stuff that I've got to make, really. It's just stuff that I need to organise and I need to book with people. So that's what I need to do. Yeah. I got a meeting in the morning. Tomorrow night I'll let you guys know how that goes, because that is with can't even remember her name. I want to say Vicky, I don't know, from a charity whose quilts are coming to our quilt show. They're going to be on display at our quilt show. So I need to have a chat with her tomorrow, just to work out what we can do to help them, really, to help them to promote it for them. And then, yeah, then in the afternoon, just carrying on with my bits and bobs I need to do on my computer. There's what I call a fairly easy week, really. And what am I doing? Hello, Nisa, welcome to you. So what I'm doing is I've got my sashes. These are our sashes for our quilt show in September, because we're having our very first quilt show on the 5th and 6th of September at the Brighton Racecourse, which is in the UK, down the South Coast. And I'm backing the sash with this, which is it's like an interfacing. It's like a very thin wadding. So that is what I'm doing right now. So it might look like I'm sewing white onto white. I mean, technically I am. We might look like I'm doing nothing. I'm putting this on it, because otherwise the sash is really floppy. So when I finish this, I'll show you, because I've got one more to go. I'm going to be very, very happy. And then I just got to do the rosettes for them. Right. I will show you what I am doing. So, this is one of our sashes. So this is our sash. Oh, wrong one, I'm sorry. Would help if you could read it. So that is so these are what our volunteers are going to wear for our quilt show. And on the back it says free to join. And it's got our website, shqa.co.uk, and it's got our QR code as well, which you can scan. So I've got one more to go, and then they are done. And then I'm probably going to log off then, I think, people. I was just looking. So we didn't get anywhere near the skirt I wanted to get done tonight. So maybe we'll do some of that tomorrow. Honestly, doesn't time fly? Thank you very much, Nisa. Thank you very much. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? Yeah, so you can see it now. You see, look, so it's quite floppy, isn't it? That's the problem. Your sewing machine is back. Yay, Crochet Granny. That's amazing. Did it go for service? I'm trying to remember what happened. Hello, Sugary Haven. Sugary Haven. Yes, so these are for a quilt show. So I've got, this is the last one to do. Hello, Penny, Pammy. Hello, Pammy. Yes, I think I need to go get a drink. Have a little cup of tea before I go to bed. Again, Jan, I don't know, £90. Oh dear, is it worth it though, Crochet Granny? I bet it is, isn't it? I bet it's worth it for a fact. Was you a bit like, oh, my machine is gone? Last year I sent 3 of my machines. I spent this one, my B790, and my other small one, this brand, I sent them off to be serviced all at the same time, Crochet Granny, when I went on a cruise though, so I kind of thought, you know what, I'm not going to be taking my machines with me, so I'll get them serviced. And it is worth doing that, because as much as you can get the fluff and everything out, you're never going to be able to, you know, service it as well as a service guy would. And, you know, we've got to keep these guys going as well. That's what I always think. That's about right, though, in all honesty, the price that you paid. That's not too bad. Did you take it there or did they collect it? It's 20 years. There you go. You see, 23 years old, still going strong. Love that. Absolutely love that. Right. Let's snip that there. Put that into there. We've got one more row to do. It was a WD-40. Ah, but it's very happy, your machine. It's very happy. It's like, thank goodness. Thank goodness I've had a service and I've had a whole new lease of life brought to me. I bet they won't last for long though, will it? The smell will definitely go. Right, we're nearly there. Hello, Rosie. Thank you, Olivia, for liking my live. We've got one more little bit to go. And then we'll have a chat about tomorrow. Give it a few days. Hello, Flo. How are you this evening? Just making sure it's like nice and flat. Because you need to make sure it's flat so it's not like kinked underneath. Olivia, if you're still there, you wait to see the rainbow ones. There's going to be rainbow ones. For the Proud Lounge, they're going to have rainbow ones. Right, okay. So here we go. So that is the last one. When are they coming? They're coming at the end of the week. So next week, maybe next week, because it's my daughter's birthday next week, so I need to take some time off, Olivia, really. But maybe next week, maybe the week after, I'll be sewing those. So the few of those. So it's going to have the same on the back with the QR code, which does work incidentally, people. It does actually work. If you want to scan it, it will actually work. And but then the front, that bit there will say the Proud Lounge, and then the back's going to be like that. Also, they've got frills. They're going to have frills along here. I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so that's all those done. That's my 15 are finished. Thank goodness. 1, 2, 3. I've got some more which I've done. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, my lovely people. And so tomorrow, what we're going to do is we'll probably label a couple more quilts. We'll do some crazy patchwork tomorrow. I process your time off next week. Protest to my daughter, Jessica. She's having a birthday. We'll do some crazy patchwork tomorrow. I'd like to try and look at my skirt as well, because I'll just show you very, very quickly. So look, so this is the fabric that I'm going to make my skirt in. And look, it's a really, really, really cute patchwork fabric. So if we get stung now, it doesn't really matter on TikTok, because, you know, it's a really, really cute patchwork fabric. So I'm going to make a skirt out of that, because then I'll have a black top to wear with it. That's what I was thinking. Might look nice for, like, you know, some event that I go to, you never know, with my sparkly pink trainers. Anyway, so it's wonderful. Thank you so much for spending your time with me this evening. It's always enjoyable as ever. And so yeah, so like I said, on my YouTube channel, I always schedule going the next couple of days in advance of what time I'm going to go live. So tomorrow we'll be live at 7:30 again. Oh, Sharon, I'm literally going. I'm so sorry. And so I'll be back on tomorrow night at 7:30, and we'll do some crazy patchwork tomorrow night. We'll do some more labels. We'll try and work on my skirt. I'd like to make a start on that. So we'll say goodbye to the YouTubers first. So see you later, YouTubers, Facebookers, Instagrammers, and all the other people on this social media platform. See you later. Bye.
Come along to our first So Happy Quilters Association quilt show at Brighton Racecourse. Tickets available on our website. You can find the So Happy Quilters Association on social media, and don't forget to subscribe.